Hello, everyone. It's great to see so many of you here today. Let me start with a question. How many of you woke up this morning and immediately grabbed your phone? Maybe you checked your messages, scrolled through social media, or looked at the news. Don't worry, you're not alone. It's something we all do almost without thinking. But let me ask you this, how many of you started your day by thinking about the same problems as yesterday? The same worries, the same to-do list, the same feelings? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone in that either. Here's the thing, we all have habits and routines that run our lives. Some of them help us, but others hold us back. If we keep repeating the same patterns, thinking the same thoughts, and doing the same things, how can we expect our lives to change? Life isn't going to give us different results unless we start doing things differently. So today, I want to share something important with you. It's about breaking out of those routines, taking control of your thoughts, and creating a new future for yourself. If you're ready to make that change, let's get started. Break the habit of predictable behaviors. Most people wake up every morning and step right into the same day they had yesterday. Think about it, how many of you started your day the exact same way as you always do? You probably got out of bed on the same side, grabbed your phone, scrolled through emails or social media, then had your usual cup of coffee or tea. Maybe you even drove the same route to work, saw the same people, and had the same conversations. Day after day, it's the same routine. And while it feels normal, it's actually holding you back. Your habits and routines, as small as they might seem, are shaping your life. The same actions lead to the same thoughts, which lead to the same feelings, which then create the same results. Before you know it, your life becomes a loop. Every day starts to feel like a copy of the one before. If nothing changes, how can you expect your life to be any different a month, a year, or even 5 years from now? The good news is you can break this cycle. And you don't have to make huge, dramatic changes all at once. Start small. Tomorrow morning, try getting out of bed on the opposite side. Instead of reaching for your phone, sit quietly for a few minutes and think about your goals for the day. If you usually drive the same way to work, take a different route. If you always talk to the same people, go out of your way to meet someone new. These might seem like simple, unimportant changes, but they're more powerful than you think. Every time you do something different, you're telling your brain, hey, we're not stuck in this old way of thinking anymore. You're opening up space for new ideas, new opportunities, and new experiences. It's not just about the actions, it's about the mindset shift. When you disrupt the pattern, you're training yourself to see life differently. You're no longer tied to yesterday's thinking. And that's where real change begins. What small habit can you change today? Even the smallest shift can be the first step to breaking free from the predictable and stepping into a life that's full of possibility. Small changes build momentum, and that momentum can lead to extraordinary transformation. Reframe your relationship with the unknown. Let me ask you something. How do you feel when you think about the unknown? For most people, the unknown feels like a place to avoid. It's uncertain, uncomfortable, and yes, even a little scary. But let's think about it for a moment. Isn't the unknown the only place where something new can happen? If you're always staying in what's familiar, how can you expect anything in your life to change? The familiar is predictable, but the unknown, that's where your growth begins. Think about a moment in your life when you made a big decision to try something new. Maybe it was starting a new job, moving to a new city, or beginning a new relationship. Was it scary at first? Absolutely. But didn't it also open up opportunities you hadn't even imagined? That's the power of the unknown. It's not your enemy, it's the very space where transformation happens. The challenge is most people prefer to stick to what they know. They cling to their routines and habits, even if those habits are holding them back. Why? Because it feels safe. Even when the familiar isn't working, at least it's predictable. That's the comfort zone, familiar but limiting. Staying there means you're repeating the same patterns over and over, and those patterns are shaping your life. The cost of staying in the comfort zone is too high. It's your potential, your creativity, and your future. The unknown, on the other hand, is like a blank canvas. You might not know what it will look like yet, but that's the beauty of it. It's a space where you can create, dream, and explore. Yes, it's uncomfortable at first. That's natural. The discomfort of the unknown is a sign that you're growing. Every time you step into it, you're training yourself to embrace new opportunities and trust in your ability to navigate uncertainty. The next time you face the unknown, try looking at it differently. Don't see it as a threat, see it as a possibility. Step into it with curiosity and courage. When you do, you'll start to realize that you're capable of much more than you thought. The unknown isn't here to hurt you, it's here to help you grow. By choosing to explore it, you're telling yourself, I'm ready for something better. The future you want doesn't exist in the familiar. It lives in the unknown. Step into it and watch how your life begins to change. Stop reaffirming old stories. Most people don't realize how much of their present is controlled by memories of their past. It could be a hurtful experience, a failure, or even a disappointment that's hard to shake off. These stories play on a loop in your mind, shaping your emotions and your actions without you even noticing. When you relive them, you're not just recalling the event, you're bringing the emotions tied to it back into your body. Each time you revisit an old memory, you strengthen its grip on your mind. Your brain reinforces the same neural pathways, and your body responds with the same feelings, whether it's sadness, anger, or regret. Over time, these patterns become so familiar that they feel like a part of who you are. But they're not. They're just stories you've told yourself over and over again. It's important to understand that the past is unchangeable, but your relationship with it isn't. Those memories don't have to dictate your present or your future unless you allow them to. By holding on to old stories, you're giving them power to limit your growth and potential. The first step to breaking free is awareness. Start noticing when you're falling into the trap of replaying those old narratives. Catch yourself in the act of saying, this always happens to me, or I'm this way because of what happened. Once you recognize the pattern, you can begin to rewrite it. Choose to see those experiences as lessons, not definitions of who you are. Releasing these old stories isn't about ignoring your past, it's about reframing it. You have the ability to create a new story for yourself, one that aligns with the person you're becoming, not the person you used to be. Start by replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, focus on how far you've come and what you're capable of achieving. Don't let the weight of yesterday keep pulling you backward. The future is still unwritten, and you hold the pen. Put down the old script and start creating a story that leads you toward growth, happiness, and fulfillment. Create a vision of the future. You're driving a car, but instead of looking through the windshield at the road ahead, you're staring into the rearview mirror. How far do you think you'd get? Not very far, right? Yet that's exactly how most people live their lives. They focus so much on their past, what went wrong, what could have been, that they lose sight of where they're going. If you want to create a meaningful future, you need to shift your focus forward. Your vision is like a roadmap. Without it, you're just wandering through life, reacting to whatever comes your way. But when you take the time to define what you want to imagine, the person you want to become, and the life you want to live, you give yourself direction. A clear vision isn't just about setting goals, it's about creating a picture of your future that excites and inspires you. Most people don't take this step because they're afraid. They think, what if I fail? Or what if it doesn't work out? But here's the thing, not having a vision is a guarantee that you'll stay stuck. It's better to aim high and make progress than to drift aimlessly and wonder why nothing changes. To create your vision, start with the basics. Ask yourself, what kind of life do I want to wake up to? What kind of person do I want to be? Write it down, make it vivid, and don't hold back. Your vision should be big enough to inspire you, but clear enough to guide you. Once you have a vision, don't just let it sit on paper. Think about it every day. Visualize yourself living that life. Feel the emotions you'd feel if it were already real. This isn't just daydreaming, it's programming your mind to align with your goals. When your thoughts and emotions match the vision, you start attracting the people, opportunities, and experiences that bring it to life. Remember, your future isn't something that just happens to you, it's something you create. The clearer your vision, the more focused your actions will be. And with each step forward, you'll find yourself moving closer to the life you've imagined. Start building your vision today. The road ahead is yours to design. Feel the emotion of your desired future. Let me share something important. Change doesn't start with waiting for the right circumstances. Most people think they need to achieve success, find love, or accomplish a goal before they can feel happy, confident, or fulfilled. But that approach keeps you stuck. If you're always waiting for something external to change, you're giving away your power. Real transformation starts when you learn to feel the emotions of your future before it happens. Think about it. If you want to feel successful, don't wait for the promotion or the big breakthrough. Start feeling successful now. If you want to experience love, don't wait for the perfect partner. Cultivate love for yourself and your life today. By aligning your emotions with the life you want to create, you're not just wishing for change, you're creating the energy that attracts it. This might feel unnatural at first because we've been taught to think the opposite. We've been told, when I get this, I'll feel that. But life doesn't work that way. Your emotions act like a magnet, drawing experiences that match how you feel. If you're constantly feeling lack or frustration, you'll attract more of the same. On the other hand, if you can feel abundance, joy, and gratitude now, you'll start to notice opportunities, relationships, and situations that match those feelings. And the key is to practice. Take a few minutes each day to close your eyes and imagine your ideal life. Picture yourself living it. What does it look like? More importantly, how does it feel? Let those emotions flood your body. If it's happiness, feel it fully. If it's confidence, embody it. Your brain doesn't know the difference between something real and something vividly imagined. When you feel those emotions consistently, you're teaching your body and mind to act as if it's already true. This isn't just a mental exercise, it's a shift in how you live. When you walk through your day feeling empowered, grateful, or abundant, you're not only changing how you experience life, but you're also signaling to the world, I'm ready for this. And the world responds. Don't wait for the perfect moment to feel the way you want. Create those feelings now and let them guide you toward the future you deserve. When you master this, you'll realize that the life you want is closer than you think. The role of meditation in breaking patterns. Let me ask you this, how often do you take a moment to step back from the noise of life? For most of us, the answer is almost never. Our days are filled with distractions, routines, and endless to-do lists. And in that constant busyness, we lose touch with ourselves. That's where meditation comes in. It's not just about sitting quietly, it's a powerful tool to break free from old patterns and start creating a new version of yourself. When you meditate, you give yourself the space to step away from the automatic habits that run your life. Most of what we do, think, and feel every day is controlled by our subconscious mind. It's like a program running in the background. Meditation helps you interrupt that program. It allows you to slow down your brain waves and access the deeper layers of your mind, where change happens. Here's how it works. When you meditate, you disconnect from your environment. You're not reacting to the people, places, or things around you. You're turning your attention inward. And as you do, you begin to notice the thoughts and feelings that have been running your life. This awareness is the first step to breaking free. When you become conscious of these patterns, you can start to change them. Meditation also helps you bridge the gap between your conscious and subconscious mind. The subconscious is where your habits, emotions, and beliefs are stored. To create lasting change, you have to reach this level. Through consistent practice, you can rewire your brain, replace old thought patterns, and condition your body to feel new emotions. You don't need hours of meditation to see results. Even a few minutes a day can make a difference. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and focus on your breathing. Let go of the past and the future, and bring your attention to the present moment. This simple act of presence can help you break the cycle of stress, fear, and negativity that keeps you stuck. Meditation is not just a practice, it's a gateway to transformation. It's how you take control of your mind instead of letting it control you. Make it a daily habit, and you'll start to notice how much more empowered, calm, and focused you feel. That's the foundation for creating the life you truly want. The quantum perspective on reality. Let me share something fascinating. Most people believe their life is a series of events that they have to react to. They think life happens to them. But what if I told you there's another way to look at it? Instead of seeing life as a series of causes and effects, you can learn to create your reality. This idea comes from the quantum perspective, and it's a game changer. The quantum perspective teaches us that everything in the universe is made up of energy, including your thoughts and emotions. It's what you focus on, what you think about, and what you feel have a direct influence on the reality you experience. If your thoughts are constantly negative or filled with lack and limitation, that's the energy you're putting out, and that's exactly what you'll attract back. Most people live in a reactive state, letting their environment control their thoughts and feelings. They see something they don't like and they feel frustrated or angry. They experience a setback and they let it dictate their mood. But the quantum model flips this on its head. Instead of reacting to life, you start creating it. You choose your thoughts, emotions, and energy first, and your external reality follows. Here's an example. If you want more success in your life, start by thinking and feeling like a successful person. What does success feel like to you? Confidence, abundance, gratitude? Practice feeling those emotions now, even before anything changes. When you align your thoughts and emotions with the energy of success, you begin to attract opportunities and experiences that match that energy. This doesn't mean you'll magically get everything you want overnight. It's not about sitting back and waiting for the universe to deliver. It's about taking inspired action while staying aligned with the energy of what you want. When you combine a clear intention with elevated emotions, you're setting the stage for transformation. You're not just a victim of your circumstances, you're a creator of your reality. By shifting your thoughts and feelings, you can influence the outcomes in your life. The quantum perspective isn't just a theory, it's a way to take control of your destiny. Start practicing this today and watch how your reality begins to reflect the energy you put out. Becoming the creator of your reality. Let me tell you something empowering. You are not just a product of your environment. You're not defined by the circumstances you were born into or the challenges you faced. Instead, you are a creator of your reality. The life you're living right now is a result of the thoughts, emotions, and actions you've chosen up until this point. And the good news is, you can choose differently at any moment. Most people live their lives on autopilot. They let their environment, their past, and even other people's opinions shape how they think and feel. When things go wrong, they blame the world around them. They say things like, I'm this way because of that person, or if only my situation was different, my life would be better. But that mindset keeps you stuck. When you give your power away like that, you're letting the world control your destiny. To become the creator of your reality, you need to take responsibility for your life. This doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything that's happened. It means recognizing that you have the power to change how you respond to it. Your thoughts and emotions are like the steering wheel of your life. If you're constantly thinking about what's wrong or what's missing, you're steering yourself into more of the same. But if you shift your focus to what you want to create, everything changes. Start by asking yourself, what kind of life do I want to live? Picture it clearly in your mind. Then align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with that vision. It's not just about dreaming, it's about believing and acting as if that reality is already yours. When you do this, you're training your brain to look for opportunities and solutions that match your vision. This shift doesn't happen overnight, but with practice, it becomes second nature. You'll start to notice how much power you have to shape your experiences. Instead of saying, this happened to me, you'll start saying, I made this happen. That's the mindset of a creator. Your life is not something that happens to you, it's something you design. Take the wheel, set your course, and watch how your reality transforms when you step into your role as its creator. Training the body to follow the mind. Follow the mind. Let me ask you something. How often do you feel like your body is running the show? You tell yourself, I'm going to wake up early tomorrow, but your body says, no, let's hit the snooze button. Or maybe you decide to stay calm in a stressful situation. But the moment it happens, your body reacts with anger or frustration before you even think. That's because for many of us, our body has been trained to act on autopilot, repeating patterns it's been conditioned to follow. Your body is like a record of your past. Over the years, it has memorized emotions like stress, fear, or guilt to the point where it reacts to them automatically. Even when your mind wants to change, your body resists because it's been programmed to stay the same. This is why change can feel so hard. It's like your mind and body are speaking two different languages. To create real change, you have to teach your body to follow your mind. This starts with awareness. When your body wants to go back to its old habits, like reacting in frustration or craving comfort in the form of unhealthy routines, you need to pause. Recognize the urge, and instead of giving in, consciously redirect your attention to what you want to create. Meditation is one of the most effective tools for this. When you sit quietly and focus your attention, you're training your body to be still and obey your mind. Your body might fidget or try to distract you, but the more you practice, the more you strengthen your willpower. You're teaching your body, I'm in charge now. Visualization is another powerful method. Close your eyes and imagine yourself acting in alignment with your goals. Picture yourself staying calm in stressful moments, choosing healthier habits, or taking bold steps towards your dreams. The more you rehearse these actions in your mind, the more your body begins to believe they're real. Over time, these new patterns become your default. Remember, your body is not your master, it's your tool. When you train it to follow your mind, you reclaim control over your actions and emotions. And when your body and mind work together, there's nothing you can't achieve. This is how you step into your power and create a life that aligns with your vision. I want you to take a moment and think about everything we've talked about today. Your life, your future, your dreams, they're all in your hands. You are not a victim of your past, your environment, or your circumstances. You are the creator of your reality. And the best part, every day is a new opportunity to start fresh. It doesn't matter where you are right now or how many times you've fallen short. What matters is what you do next. You have the power to break old habits, step into the unknown, let go of your past, and create a vision for your future. It's not going to happen overnight, and it won't always be easy. But every small step forward is a victory. Every time you choose growth over comfort, you're building the life you deserve. This is why I want you to watch this every day. Remind yourself of the power you hold. Remind yourself that change is possible. And remind yourself that no one else is going to do it for you. It starts with you. Take charge of your mind, train your body, and align your actions with the life you want to live. You've got this. You're capable of more than you realize. The world is waiting for you to step into your greatness, and there's no better time to start than now. So go out there, make today count, and keep moving forward. Your best life is ahead of you. Go create it.